Hi, my name is Mia. I am 12 years old. And just yesterday, I thought the worst thing about school was being poor. But now I know the worst thing is trusting the wrong person. Because one best friend can turn your whole life into a nightmare overnight. And the scariest part is, it doesn't start like a nightmare. It starts like a normal day. My mom and I live very modestly. We don't have expensive clothes, new phones, or fancy branded shoes. But my mom always told me that wasn't what mattered most. What matters is who you stay as a person. That morning, she packed my lunch in a small plastic container like always.
Mia, I'm sorry. It's nothing special again today.
It's okay, Mom. I'm not picky. The truth is, I wasn't afraid of being hungry. I was afraid of school. In our school, everyone knew who was important. The kids from rich families walked like they owned the hallways. They laughed loudly, filmed everything, and judged everyone. And people like me were only noticed when someone wanted entertainment. So I learned how to become invisible. The only reason I survived was Lena, my best friend. Lena was rich, popular, and always surrounded by people. But with me, she used to be different. At least, she used to be.
Mia, come sit with me today.
I smiled. I didn't know it would be one of my last smiles like that. You're early.
Yeah, I just wanted a seat by the window.
Her eyes flicked toward Emma and the popular girls, and my stomach tightened for no reason I could explain. In class, I heard Emma whispering behind my back. Did you see her backpack?
It's probably from last year.
And her shoes look like they've been through war. The girls around her laughed. I looked at Lena. She heard everything, but she didn't say a word. Not one word. I tried to tell myself she was just scared. But deep down, I knew something was changing. At lunch, things got worse in seconds. The cafeteria was loud, crowded, and full of eyes. I sat down with my small lunch, trying to look normal.
Is that all you eat?
My face went hot. It's fine. And then my lunch fell onto the floor. The container popped open. Food scattered everywhere.
Oops. Sorry, accident.
Everyone laughed. I looked at Lena again. She looked away. And that's when I realized silence can betray you too. After that day, everything started falling apart. The next morning, I felt my phone vibrate non-stop. I opened the class chat and my heart dropped. There was a photo of me from the cafeteria. Me kneeling on the floor, picking up my lunch. Someone added a caption, "When your lunch is cheaper than coffee." The chat exploded with laughing emojis. And then I saw it. Lena liked the post. I stared at the screen like it was a mistake. I waited for her to message me. But she didn't. In class, Emma started accidentally bumping my desk. My pencil case fell.
Oh no, clumsy me.
I picked everything up in silence. The teacher glanced over, then looked away. Adults can stop noise, but they can't stop shame. During break, I pulled Lena aside near the lockers. "Why did you like that?" Lena rolled her eyes.
Mia, don't be so dramatic. It was just a joke.
"A joke?" I repeated. "They're humiliating me."
I don't want problems with Emma.
That sentence hit me harder than any insult. "So, you'd rather I have problems?" I said. Lena's voice turned sharp.
Maybe if you tried harder, people wouldn't laugh.
I froze. Try harder? At what? At being rich? After that, people stopped sitting next to me. When I walked into a room, conversations changed. I felt eyes on my back all the time. One day, I opened my locker and something wet splashed on my hands. It was sticky juice poured all over my books. My notebooks were ruined. Behind me, I heard giggling.
Aw, did your cheap papers melt?
My hands shook, but I didn't cry. I went to the bathroom and locked myself in a stall. I pressed my forehead against my knees. I wanted to disappear. But then I heard my mom's voice in my head.
What matters is who you stay as a person.
And something inside me changed. I was done being invisible. That afternoon, our teacher announced a big school project, a presentation contest. The winning team would represent the school at a city event. And of course, Emma wanted to win. She acted like it already belonged to her.
Only the best people should be on my team.
Not charity cases. Everyone looked at me. I raised my hand. I want to join the contest. Emma laughed.
You? What are you gonna present? How to survive on leftovers?
The class laughed again. But I didn't sit down. I'm good at drawing, and I'm good at storytelling. The teacher looked interested. That's when I noticed Max for the first time. He was sitting near the window, watching everything. Max was Lena's boyfriend. He was rich, but his eyes didn't look rich. They looked human. After class, while everyone rushed out, I stayed behind to sketch ideas. Then I heard a voice behind me.
You're still here?
I turned around. It was Max. Yeah, I said. I'm working. He nodded.
You're actually really talented.
I blinked. Thanks. No one had said that to me in weeks. Max hesitated like he wanted to say more. Then he finally did.
I saw what happened in the cafeteria and the chat. It's not okay.
My throat tightened. It's fine, I lied.
No, it's not fine.
For the first time, I felt seen. The next day, Emma tried something worse. During lunch, she stood up on a chair.
Everyone, let's do something nice. Let's collect money for Mia. Maybe she can buy a real lunch.
Laughter burst around the room. I wanted to vanish. I looked at Lena. She stared at her phone, like I wasn't even there. Then, Max stood up.
Stop!
The cafeteria went quiet. Emma smiled like it was a joke.
Aw, Max, are you saving her?
Max looked her straight in the eyes.
It's not funny. It's disgusting.
People gasped. Emma's face tightened. And for the first time, the laughter stopped. Later, I overheard Lena arguing with Max near the hallway.
Why are you always around her?
Max stayed calm.
Because she's a person.
She's not our level.
I froze behind the corner. My chest felt hollow. Max paused.
That's the problem. You think levels make you better. And I'm realizing you're not who I thought you were.
Lena's voice shook.
Are you choosing her over me?
I'm choosing what's right.
My eyes filled with tears. Not because of Lena, because of truth. After that, things shifted slowly. Not everyone became nice overnight, but the bullying lost its power. Emma tried to keep it going anyway. She started spreading rumors.
That poor girl is flirting with Max. She wants money.
I heard it everywhere. But I kept working on the contest project. Because if I quit, they would win again. 2 days before the contest, something happened that almost destroyed me. My project sketches disappeared. All my drawings, all my notes. They were gone from my folder. I felt sick. Emma crossed her arms and smirked.
Maybe you lost them.
The class stared at me like I was crazy. I looked at Lena. She looked down. and I understood everything. I walked out of the classroom trying not to break. My hands shook as I held back tears. Then Max came after me.
Mia, what happened?
My work is gone.
Tell me exactly where you left it.
Max's jaw tightened. I told him. And that's when he said something that changed everything.
I think I can prove who did it.
The next morning, Max asked the teacher if he could show something. He said it was important for the project. Everyone watched. Then, Max played a video on the classroom screen. It was security footage from the hallway. You could see Emma and Lena near my desk after class. She pulled out my sketches, and Lena stood there, watching, not stopping her. The class went silent. Emma's face turned red. Lena looked like she couldn't breathe. The teacher stood up immediately.
Emma, Lena, come with me.
For the first time, adults didn't look away. They finally saw the truth. Later that day, Lena found me outside near the schoolyard.
Mia, I was wrong. I thought if I stayed with Emma, I'd be safe. But I became someone I don't even recognize.
I didn't answer. I looked at her. I needed a friend, and you chose status. Lena's eyes filled with tears.
I'm sorry. I was afraid.
That's when I understood something important about people. Sometimes they don't betray you because they hate you. They betray you because they're empty inside, and they need someone else to hold them up. But I didn't want to hate Lena. I just didn't want to be her friend anymore. The contest day came. My team presented our story with my drawings and designs. I spoke clearly, even though my hands were shaking. And when the room applauded, I almost cried. Not because I won, because I didn't quit. After it was over, Max walked up to me.
Mia, I don't want to be with someone who hurts others. I'm done pretending.
He looked at me like I mattered. And for the first time, I believed I did. Lena was angry at first. She looked at me like I had taken something from her. Like Max was a trophy instead of a human being. But time did what it always does. It forced her to sit with her own choices. A week later, Lena came to me again.
I was wrong. I thought money and popularity would fill me, but it didn't. And when I saw myself on that video, I felt sick.
I nodded slowly. I hope you change. For you. And that's when I finally understood the real lesson. Money doesn't change people. It only shows what's already inside them. If your heart is empty, money makes the emptiness louder. If your heart is full of love, money helps it grow in the right direction. My mom never had much money, but she had love. She had support. She had belief in me when no one else did. And that was real wealth. You can be born poor, but with family, love, support, and passion, you can build your own future. Because the road is walked by those who keep moving. And I'm still walking.